All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call I'm like Howell, Bashim, Yashai Bashim, Rakakwadash. Peace citation unto the elect. And this book of Psalms, chapter 81, and verse 8, it says, Hear my people, I will testify unto thee, O Israel, if thou wilt hearken unto me. There shall no strange God be in thee, neither shalt thou worship any strange power. I'm the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt. Open thy mouth wide, and I will fill it. But my people will not hearken to my voice, and Israel with none of mine, with none of me. So I gave them up unto their own heart's lust, and they walked in their own counsels. Oh, that my people had hearkened unto me, and Israel had walked in my ways. I should have soon subdued their enemies and turned my hand against their adversaries. The haters of the Lord should have submitted themselves unto him, but their time should have endured forever. He should have fed them also with the finest of wheat, and with the honey out of the rock should have satisfied thee. Second Maccabeus chapter 15 and verse 7. It says, But Maccabeus had ever sure confidence that the Lord would help him. Wherefore he exhorted his people not to fear the coming of the heathen against them, but to remember the help which in former times they had received from heaven, and now to expect the victory and aid that should come unto them from the Almighty, and so comforting them out the law and the prophets, withal putting them in mind of the battles that they won afore, he made them cheerful. That's right, because we're supposed to expect the victory, man, from the Lord. We're supposed to expect, oh yeah, the Lord's gonna be there for us. Yeah, the Lord's gonna be there. The Lord's gonna do this for us. So that's faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please him. Hebrews the 11th chapter, the first verse. Now, that's when the Lord's working with you. You're already thinking. Your mind's on the ordinances of the Lord. You're thinking on the Lord, and you acknowledge him in all your ways, because that's what happens when you keep that precept. Through that precept, I get understanding. Right now, it says Second Maccabees 15 verse 10. It says, and when he stirred up their minds, he gave them their charge, showing them therewithal the falsehood of the heathen and the breaches of oaths. Thus he armed every one of them so much with the defense of shields and spears, and with comfortable and good words. And besides that, he told them a dream worthy to be believed, as if it had been so indeed, which did not rejoice little, which did not a little rejoice them. And this was his vision, that Onias, who had been high priest, a virtuous and good man, reverent in conversation, gentle in condition, well spoken also, exercised from a child in all points of virtue, holding up his hands, prayed for the whole body of the Jews. This done, in like manner there appeared a man with gray hairs and exceeding glorious, who was a wonderful and excellent majesty. Then Onias answered, saying, This is the love of the brethren, who prayed for much for the people, and for the holy city, to wit, Jeremiah was the prophet of the Lord, of the Most High. 15th verse, whereupon Jeremiah, holding forth his right hand, gave to Judas a sword of gold, and in giving it spake thus, Take this holy sword, a gift from the Most High, with the which thou shalt wound the adversaries. Thus being well comforted by the words of Judas, which were very good, and able to stir them up to valor, to encourage the hearts of the young men, they determined not to pitch camp, but courageously to set up upon them and manfully try the matter by conflict, because the city and the sanctuary and the temple were in danger. For the care they took for their wives and the children, their brethren, kinfolk, and was in least account with them, but the greatest and principal fear was for the holy temple. That's right. So Maccabeus was gifted a golden sword, man, to subdue his enemies. All right. Likewise, we possess a greater power, which is this word. Maccabeus had the sword, but we have the sword as well. We about to do greater things than what the Lord did back then when he was on the scene. He said, "Greater works than these they have seen me do. Them you will do, and greater works." So we're gonna have the power of the ancient world, man. We're gonna take the Lord said He gonna bathe His sword in heaven and shall come down upon Idumea. But right now His sword on the earth, which will be the Lord's, the prophets, the men, is being sharpened. That's why He said, "I'll make you a new sharp instrument having teeth." Because first I'm gonna send for fishers, then I'll send for hunters. Jeremiah the 16th chapter, the 16th verse. So it said First Chronicles chapter 17, verse 7. Now therefore thou shalt say unto my servant David, thus saith the Lord of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, even from the following the sheep, that thou shouldst be ruler over my people Israel. And I have been with thee whithersoever thou hast walked, and have cut off all thy enemies from before thee, and have made thee a name like the name of the great men that are on the earth. I will also ordain a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, and they shall dwell in their place, and shall be moved no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness waste them anymore, as it is at the beginning, and since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel. Moreover, I will subdue all thy enemies. Furthermore, I tell thee that the Lord will build thee a house. And it shall come to pass when thy days shall be expired, that thou must be with thy fathers, that I will raise up thy seed after thee, which shall be of thy sons, and I will establish thy kingdom. Right. So I'll subdue all your enemies, man. The Lord said we're gonna subdue them with sling stones, pursuant to what David did. The Lord spoke in Zechariah, I believe it's the ninth chapter. I'll read it later, but the word subdue itself, it means to conquer. All right, army reduced to subjection. All right, deceive or seduce. Right, subdue. Like you can supplant like Jacob does. Well, that's why his name. What he say? What did um what did Esau say? He said he's truly named. He's rightfully named Jacob because he has supplanted me. That's therefore that's the name. Okay. Now there's also the word where it says seduce, subdue. Like when you seduce a woman, you subdue her. You know, you have to subdue the woman. You got to catch her like when you subdue a wild animal, a horse. Cause the modern day woman, so-called woman, is like just like a wild horse. You got to subdue her. Cause she's out. You got to over there conquer her, like as if she was a foreign adversary, as it says in Micah 7:10. It says that she's my enemy. So a lot of times you got to subdue her like a damn enemy. You know, in this world, that's why they call it courting and dating. And like shit, you got to go jump through hoops of fire and pay money and do all this other stuff. Love don't cost a thing, like the song say. Well, that's not true. Uh, that's not true. So Maccabeus had a gold sword, man, and he took it and wounded the enemies, the adversaries. Maccabeus, he possessed the golden sword. Let's show you how Jake get down, man. Jake is a royal people. Jake is a royal people. Jake is a kingly like people, the Israelites. Now, Second Samuel chapter 3, and Maccabeus had zeal. It was it's just like Matthias. They were slaying the heathen, man, just like King David. All right, the spirit of offense. Hey, because when you look at the word sword, it says an offensive weapon. Yeah, we're always on the attack on these heathen, man, because the Lord told us to destroy them. Because the heathen are the enemy, man. They've never been our friends. That's why the Lord told you make no covenants with them, no marriages, because they're the wicked. You know. Now, Second Samuel chapter 8 and verse 1. And after this came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them, And David took Methgam Ammah out of the hand of the Philistines, and he smote Moab. Yeah, that's right, you damn Chinese. Smote you Chinese, man. All right. And measured them with a line, cast them down to the ground. We're gonna smite you devils too. I don't like you damn Chinese and you plastic rice supplying bastards. The Lord said you will never enter into the congregation, even to your 10th generation, Moabite or Ammonite, two incestuous creatures. All right, it says, even with two lines measure he to put to death. See, we'll measure you by two lines, put you to death, like King David did. And with one line to keep alive, so the Moabites became servants to David and brought gifts. I was watching the old school clip. It was Jerry Springer. And I guess it was some of the brothers from back in the day from the old One West. They went on there, and the white people was like, "Oh man, was like, you said you were going to do this." He said, "No, it's only good." The dude, they had the KKK on there. He was like, "White power, white power." You know, he was like, "These are the black Israelites. They think that they're the black. They think that they're the Lord's chosen people. How you guys said that you were gonna do what to us?" The Jerry Springer's over there trying to accuse them and everything. But the comforter was on there too. The the guy Tazadakia, he was wearing white on the clip. But anyways, the point is that the heathen, when they hear these words, they're very afraid because they know what we used to do to them. That's why they call Alashaja the Lord. They said demon like power because the Lord was dreadful. The scripture say the name of the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathen. Dreadful, man. All right. Dread, the word dread means fear. Pervasive fear. That's right, man. A very pervasive fear. Dread, awe-inspiring, extremely bad, distasteful. Yeah. Yeah. The Lord, when he did what he did to the heathen was very what they would call genocide. Because the Lord told us um to eliminate the heathen. Matter of fact, that was in First Chronicles. That's why he said rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. He told Saul, because it took wipe out the Amalek. Yeah, get rid of Amalek, man. You know, is that it here? Oh no. Samuel first. Oh no. Yeah, First Samuel. My bad. 15. Yeah, get rid of Amalek, man. It says First Samuel 15 and 18. And the Lord sent thee on a journey and said, "Go and utterly destroy the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they be consumed." Yeah, aka subdued. Yeah, until you consume them with the edge of the sword, man. All right. Whereby then did thou didst not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoil. Yeah, yeah. You took the things, you took their things instead of spoiling them. You took their goods, you destroy everything. But you disobeyed and did its evil in the sight of the Lord. That's why he said, 23rd verse, and for rebellion is a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry, right? Because I was rejected the word of the Lord, yeah, just obey, just do what the Lord said, instead of doing your own thing. But that was Saul. That's why I said the house of Saul shall wax weaker and weaker, the house of David stronger and stronger. Because the house of David, they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, as it says in Revelation 14th chapter. So 2 Samuel 22 and 39 says, "And I have consumed them and wounded them, that they cannot arise. Yeah, they are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength to the battle. Them that rose up against me, thou hast subdued under me. Thou hast also given me the neck of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They looked, but there was none to save, and even unto the Lord, but he answered them not." See, all right. "And I did beat them small as the dust of the earth. I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them out abroad. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of my people. Thou hast kept me to be the head of the heathen. a people which I knew not shall serve me. And strangers shall submit themselves unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. And strangers shall fade away, and they shall be afraid out of their close places. The Lord liveth, blessed be my rock, and exalted be the power of my salvation, the rock of my salvation. It is the Most High that avengeth me, and that bringeth down the people under me, and that bringeth me forth from mine enemies. And thou hast lifted me up on high above those that rose up against me, and thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thee thanks, O Lord, amongst the heathen, and I will sing praise unto thy name, for he is the tower of salvation for his king, and show mercy to his anointed, unto David, unto his seed forevermore. That's right. So, yeah, the Lord said he have subdued the enemies under us, and all those that rose up against us, he has he has what beat as there was none to save them, right? That's how it goes, because it says in Isaiah 54:17, no tongue that shall rise up against thee, every tongue that shall rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me. Right. So that's what he told David. You know. Um, so I say First Chronicles 22 in verse 14, it says, Now behold, in my trouble I have prepared for thee the house of the Most High Abashimashai 100,000 talents of gold, 100,000 talents of gold, and 1,000 talents of silver, and of brass and iron without weight. For in it is abundance. The timber also and stone I have prepared, and thou mayest add thereto. Moreover, there are workmen with thee in abundance, hewers and workers of stone and timber, and all manner of cunning men for every good work. Of the gold and the silver, the brass, and the iron, there is no number. Arise therefore and be doing, and the Lord be with thee. And David also commanded all the princes of Israel to help Solomon his son, saying, Is not the Lord your God with you? And have he not given you the rest on every side? For he have given the inhabitants of the land into my hand, and the land is subdued before the Lord Yahbashimashai and before his people. Now set your heart and your soul to seek the Most High, your power. Arise therefore and build ye the sanctuary of the Lord, to bring the ark of the covenant of the Lord and the vessels of the Most High into the house which he built, to the name of the Lord. All right, so the Lord shall subdue the land before his people. You know, once again, all right, gonna build us up, as it says in Tobit, the 13th chapter. Um, and the street will go and pave it, with all the delicacies of the earth. Uh, that's how the kingdom gonna be built up by the heathen. The Lord gonna use the heathen, the slaves. All right, the Lord gonna subdue the people. That's what they're gonna be subdued for. The heathen will be subdued to work. The scripture say we're gonna sever man of continual employment. You know. All right, Psalms 18 and verse 36. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me. Thou my feet did not slip. You have pursued my enemies and overtaken them, neither did I turn again till they were consumed. I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are falling under my feet. That's right. So the Russians and these people be able to rise. The white man devil will all go down at the same time. So-called white men. All right. 39 verse. For thou hast girded me with the strength unto the battle, and thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. And they cried, there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, but they answered not. That's it. Micah 7 and verse 15. According to the days of thy coming out the land of Egypt, will I show unto him marvelous things. That we're going to be seeing marvelous things. The nations shall see and be confounded at all their might, and they shall lay their hand upon their mouth, their ears shall be deaf. They shall lick the dust like the serpent. They shall move out their holes like the worms of the earth, and they shall be afraid of the Lord our God, and shall fear because of thee, because the power be bestowed upon the children of Israel. That devil said, What? What? Well, the white power is truly the Israelite power, because that's the pure power. The Lord only gonna give the pure influence to the Israelites. The pure energy that's gonna emanate from the Father. That's That's how we're gonna have the strength, the spiritual power, and the understanding. The first it starts with understanding. With all that getting, get understanding. This with the understanding, then you get belief. Then with the belief, you get spiritual power. Cause the Lord has spiritual power. Cause when he walked on the water, what he said? He said, he made the statement. You know to Peter. He said because you started to you don't believe. That's why you're sinking. You know. So it was his faith. His faith was not strong enough. You know. The Lord had the strength because of the faith. You know. So Micah 7 and verse 17 said they shall fear, they shall be afraid of the Lord our power, and shall fear because of thee. Who is a God like unto thee that pardoneth iniquity and passed by the transgression of the remnant of his heritage? But that he passed by the transgression of the elect, the remnant of his heritage, of his people. He retained not his anger forever because he delight in mercy. He's not angry forever with us. He ain't gonna that means we ain't gonna burn in hell forever. All right. He retained not his anger forever. That means that you cannot burn in hell forever. And the Lord does not, he's not the author of confusion. So what he said in the Old Testament that is the same thing that applies in the New, where these damn demons, they talk about hell that you're gonna burn, and you know, which that's where these niggas belong really, because they're a bunch of demons, you know. But anyways, the Lord, even them, they're gonna receive mercy. You know, the Lord will have them in the kingdom, you know, even the wicked, you know, of our people. Because the scripture said, among my people I find wicked men, Jeremiah the 5th chapter, 25th, 26th verse on down. So yeah, even them, they're gonna receive mercy at a certain point. Micah 7 and verse when they come back, when they make a comeback, everything comes back. The Lord said, is there any new thing, you know, under the sun? Um, anyways, he said delight in the remnant of his heritage, right? 19th verse. He will turn again and he will have compassion upon us. He will subdue our iniquities. That's right. Your iniquities have separated you from your power. So he will subdue your iniquity. And thou will cast away their sin into the depth of the sea. All right. When this immortal must put on the immortality, when this mortal must put on immortality in 1 Corinthians 15 chapter, thou will cast away their sins into the depth of the sea. Thou will perform the truth to Jacob. Meaning he's gonna make it happen. Like the song say, you know, he's gonna make it happen. He will perform the truth to Jacob and the mercy to Abraham, as they would say, which thou hast sworn unto our fathers from the days of old. All right. The days of old, the prophecy I've declared from the beginning. New things do I declare before they spring forth. I tell you of them. Isaiah 42 and 9. Psalms 47 and verse 1. Say, clap your hands, all you people, and shout unto the Lord your power with the voice of triumph. Why? That's victory. Again, that's what Maccabeus received. He received the sword of victory. That's a gold sword. That's what the Olympics, they got the Olympics going on. The gold medal received the first prize. So the sword of victory, the golden sword represents the sword of triumph, victory, the voice of triumph. So it says, second verse, for the Lord your most high is terrible. The Lord most high Yahweh Shemashah is terrible. He's a great king over all the earth. And he shall subdue the people under us and the nations under our feet. He will choose our inheritance for us, the excellency of Jacob, whom he loved. Selah. The Most High has gone up with a shout, the Lord with the sound of a trumpet. Sing praises to the Most High, sing praises unto our King, sing praises, sing praises. For the Most High is the King of all the earth. Sing praises ye with understanding. See, because all this starts with understanding. We're getting understanding. All right. All this because without understanding, you can't really believe, you know, because you can't understand or have faith in what you don't you can't have faith in what you don't really understand. When you begin to understand, that's when your faith increases. That's why the people they don't truly understand. Their eyes are not open. That's why it says, um, gross darkness shall cover the people. Isaiah 60:2. Um, for the Most High, Psalms 47 and 7. For the Most High is the King of all the earth. Sing praise with understanding, Because that woman, see, that woman, what's her name? Forgot, Sonya or something like that. They said she was they said they shot her in the face because she was talking about some Jesus. She was singing praise without understanding. She's talking about rebuke in the name of Jesus. One show you that name had no power. And two, um, show you should shut the hell up, especially these women, they ain't shut the hell up. All right, because they talk too much, then they end up getting shot in the face. That's the only time they understand, you know, end up talking too much. Get shot right in the face, man. All right. 8 verse. It says Psalms 47:8. The most high reign over the heathen. The most high sit upon the throne of his holiness. The princes of the people are gathered together, even the people of the power of Abraham, for the shields of the earth belong to the most high. He is greatly exalted. That's right. That's right. Psalms 144 and verse 1. It says, Blessed be the Lord, my strength, which teach my hands to war and my fingers to fight, my goodness and my fortress, my high tower, my deliverer, my shield, and he in whom I trust, who subdueth my people under me. The most high, what it said, Lord, what is man that thou takest knowledge of him, or the son of man that thou makest account of him? Man is like to vanity, his days are as a shadow that pass away. Bow thy heavens, O Lord, and come down and touch the mountains, they shall smoke. Yeah, when the Lord said, when he touch the land, it shall melt. So he shall cast forth lightning and scatter them and shoot out thy arrows and destroy them, shoot out the missiles. From the silos. Yeah, they're gonna come to the devourer. The Lord said he created the devourer, the smith that bloweth the coals in the furnace. Isaiah 54 and 16. All right. So it says 7 verse, send thy hand from above, thy right hand, and rid me and deliver me out thy great waters, from the hand of strange children, from these devils, these diabolos. 8 verse, whose mouth speak vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. I'll sing a new song unto thee, O Most High, upon a psaltery and an instrument of 10 strings. I will sing praise unto thee. Yeah, the word like it to a song because the word is sung by lively stones. All right, Jake, sing the lively music. This is his word. But even when you go to the Jake in the world, they produce the lively music. They're the ones that bring about the salt of the earth. That's why scripture say a city set on a hill cannot be hid, especially those that have the light. Now, it says, 10th verse, it is he that giveth salvation unto kings. That's Jake, where the nation of kings and priests, right? Who delivered David, his servant, from the hurtful sword. Yeah, right now under persecution. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, man. All right. These heathens, strange children. 2/3 have become strange children. I was in the hood yesterday, as they would say, and I seen so many moles, you know. It was all the men was moles. They was all Levites and they were all moles. The Levites were moles, and then you might have had some Benji men sprinkled in there, but grown men with beards, it's just, unfortunately they had me in the hood. And what the hell? I was like, this is crazy. This is why I don't come back here. This is why I don't, this is not a good place to be. All them kids raised by their mamas, they end up being moles. They get touched or something. Some weird shit happens. They walk around looking like a thought. Jake, grown man, 37 years old, walking around looking like a thought, you know, with box braids, and glitter and shit. Jake got glitter on, man. Yeah, it's a sick world. It's a cold-blooded world, man. So it says Psalms 144 and verse 15 says, happy is that people that are in such case. Yeah, happy is that people who the Most High Yahweh Shemashai is their Lord. That's right. So you're gonna be living from the hands of strange children, man, whose mouths are speaking vanity, and their right hand is the right hand is of falsehoods. Yeah, because their right hand is really the left. What they believe is right is the left. That's the left hand side. You know? Zechariah chapter 9, 7. So no. Zechariah chapter 9, verse 9. It said, rejoice greatly, O daughter of Zion, and shout, O daughter of Jerusalem. Behold, thy king cometh unto thee. He is just and having salvation lowly, riding upon the ass, and upon a colt, the foal of an ass. I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim and the horse from Jerusalem, and the battle bow shall be cut off, and he shall speak peace unto the heathen, and his dominion shall be from sea even to the sea, from the river even to the ends of the earth. As for thee, by thy blood of thy covenant, I have sent forth thy prisoners out the pit, wherein there's no water. Here in this place, there's no water. Jacob's over here drowning in debt, you know. Oh, in a desert, spiritually, everywhere you look, there's some damn church, Popeye's chicken, or some type of damn liquor store dispensary. That's what's all. There's no answers out there. There's just the answers. Scripture say wisdom, cry out. She stand in the chief place of concourse. You know, it's only found in the men of the Lord. You know, everywhere else is nothing but confusion. You know, and every falsehoods, narratives driven by the white man. That's the Christianity. You know, and Islam and all that bullshit. Heathenistic ways. What's it? And be not thy person, choose none of his ways, man. So it says Zechariah 9:12, turn ye to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today I will declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent the bow, it's like when I have bent Judah for me, and filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, named and made thee as a sword of a mighty man. Yeah, the Lord gonna make us as a sword of a mighty man. When I have bent Judah for me, because Judah is crooked, I gotta bend them back into shape. I filled the bow with Ephraim. And fill Ephraim with the spirit, man. Raise up thy sons, O Zion. Raise up the two kingdoms. Judah represent the southern, and Ephraim the northern. Um, Raise them up against Greece. These damn devils. All right, they say civilization started with the Greeks. All right, raise them up against the devil as a sword of a mighty man. As what sword? As the sword, as that gold sword, man, that the Lord shall wound the adversaries with. You know, like just like Maccabeus had back then, because that's that same spirit, man. The Lord gonna put back on his men, you know, because the Lord has put he mingled this perverse spirit on our people. The majority of them are moles. The majority of these black men are moles out there, man. In the hood, I was just walking around. I was seeing nothing but I was like, what the hell, man? This is crazy. This is why I don't go outside. This is why I don't look out there, man. Look outside the window. You see nothing but confusion, man. Every time we're out there teaching, you see nothing but at least 4 or 5 gay couples, nigga. It'd be more men, and then mostly be a white dude with a black dude, some weird shit going on, or some two dykes, two bull dykes, you know, a group of uh a group of LGBT children, man. You know, they be coming into my girl be talking about they be coming into the office, all this shit, you know. And yeah, man, that's how the society get down. That's why this place gonna be burnt. Just like the ancient Sodom, just like Genesis the 19th chapter. They were trying to touch on the angels. This is a place of perversion. It's a place of perversion, man. Uh, Anyways, Hebrews 11 verse 31 says, "By faith the harlot Rahab perished not with them that believe not, but when she had received the spies with peace. What more shall I say? For the time will fail me to tell you of Gideon and Barak, and of Samson, and of Jephthah, and of David and Samuel, and of the prophets who through faith subdued kingdoms. See, through faith, we're going to destroy these damn devils. We don't need a weapon, a physical weapon, a physical sword. We already have the actual scriptures. We already have the actual scriptures that's going to subdue the enemy. Scripture says Psalms 40 and 7, though I come in the volume of the book is written to me. The Lord is going to subdue the kingdoms before us through faith, who righteousness who wrought righteousness and obtained promises and stopped the mouth of lions and quenched the violence of fire and escaped the edge of the sword. See, we want to escape the edge of the sword. Out of weakness, were made strong and waxed valiant in the fight. See, and turn to flight the armies of the aliens. See, we're going to turn to flight these strange children, as we read earlier. All right, and women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepted to deliverance. All right, as it says in Second Maccabees 7. that they might obtain a better resurrection. You know? And others had to try of cruel mockings and scourgings. They had moreover of bonds and imprisonments. And they were stoned, and they were sawn asunder, and were tempted, and were slain with the sword. And they wandered about in sheepskin, goatskins, being destitute, afflicted, tormented, of whom the world was not worthy. They wandered in desert, and in mountains and dens and caves of the earth. And all these things. See, the world, it says the world was not worthy of them, of the men of the Lord. Yeah, they don't deserve these you brothers out there. They don't deserve you like that. You know, you good men, man. You know, being mistreated. That's why the scripture say a man of war does not sit by. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about some damn army war veteran, some white man cracker war veteran. Talking about the man of the Lord, man. That's not set by. You're out there working while you also gotta be doing the work of the Lord consistently. You know, you gotta feed yourself and your women and children, whatever you got going on. Because scripture say, man, that don't take care of business is worse than an infidel. You know, so here it is. You're handling business on all fronts. So the world's not worthy of you taking on the seat of a judge on the earth because you teaching the scriptures. That's what the priests do. The priests stand in controversy and judgment. You know, that's what the words of the Lord are for judgment, for faith, judgment, and mercy. That's the heavier matters of the law, weightier matters of the law. Psalms 23rd chapter. So, anyways, it goes on to say they were not worthy. The world was not worthy. Hebrews 11:38. They wandered in the deserts and mountains and dens of the caves of the earth, and they have obtained a good report through faith. Receive not the promise. The Most High haven't promised or provided so like some better things for us, that they without us should not be made perfect. Yeah, because they need to. How they gonna get the word without the men? You know. But yeah, the Lord's need. You know, his needs be that through faith they obtain the promise. So Wisdom Solomon 18 and verse 19, for the dreams that troubled them did foreshow this, lest they should perish and not know why they were afflicted. Yeah, the tasting of death touched the righteous also, and there was a destruction of the multitude in the wilderness, but the wrath endured not long. For then the blameless man had made haste and stood forth to defend them, bringing the shield of his proper ministry, even prayer and the propitiation of incense, set himself against the wrath, and so brought the calamity to an end, declaring that he was thy servant. So he overcame the destroyer not with the strength of body nor a force of arms, but with the word he subdued him that punished, alleging the oaths and covenants made with the fathers. For when the dead were now fallen down by heaps upon another, standing between, he stayed the wrath and parted the way to the living. For the long garment was the whole world, and in the 4 rows of the stones was the glory of the Father's graven, and that majesty was on upon the diadem of his head. Unto these the destroyer gave place and was afraid of them, for it was enough that they only tasted of thy wrath. Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, we got the Lord's gonna give us back that sword, man. All right. And these enemies are gonna taste of thy wrath. All right, the Lord's enemies are gonna be subdued. All right. All right, we're gonna overcome the destroyer, man. The scripture say, I'm gonna subdue thy enemies under your feet. Overcome. It says Job 15 and verse 24. And trouble and anguish shall make him afraid. They shall prevail against him as a king ready to the battle. For he stretched out his hand. Just like it. Before he stretched out his hand against the Most High and strengthened himself against the Almighty, he runneth upon him, even upon his neck, upon the thick bosses of his bucklers, because he covereth his face with fatness and maketh collops of fat on his flex. He dwelleth in desolate cities and houses which no man inhabiteth, which are ready to become heaps. Yeah, this place, America, is ready to become a heap. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue. Yeah, because his substance be taken by the edge of that golden sword, man. The glittering sword, man. The Lord gonna subdue these devils under our feet, man. and neither shall he prolong the perfection thereupon of the earth, thereof upon the earth. The perfection of what? Judgment. That's what's prolonged. The scriptures say what? That wrong judgment does proceed. Habakkuk 1 and 4. Let's get that too. Wrong judgment does proceed. So the Lord's not going to prolong judgment on the earth. Habakkuk 1 and 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment did not go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Yeah, so we're being compassed about by the wicked. All right. And wrong judgment is proceeding, man. All right. So that's why the Lord said he will not prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth, because the Lord said, be perfect as your Father which is in heaven, which is perfect, man. All right. So we're supposed to be perfect. And this devil is prolonging our profession, man. All right. 30th verse. He shall not depart out of darkness. The flame shall dry up his branches, and the breath of his mouth shall go away. Yeah, this mouth breathing devil, is going to go away. All he does, as it says in Psalm 58 and verse 3, as the wicked are estranged from the womb. They speak lies as soon as they be born, speaking lies. You know. So it says, he shall not depart out of darkness, the flame shall dry up his branches. Let not him that is deceived trust in vanity, for vanity shall be his recompense. Our people are deceived, and vanity is going to be their recompense. It shall be accomplished before his time. His branch shall not be green. He shall shake off his unripe grape as a vine, and shall cast off his flower as an olive. For the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate, and fire shall consume the tabernacles of bribery. Yep, those that may deal with this devil. They conceive mischief, bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. That's it. So their belly is preparing deceit. But the Lord is going to quench all that with the sword of his word, of his power. So 2 Maccabeus 15, whereupon Jeremiah holding his right hand gave to Judas a sword of gold, and giving it spake thus: take this holy sword, a gift from the Most High, which with shalt thou wound the adversary. Thus being well comforted by the words of Judas, were they very good and able to stir themselves up to valor. So you must stir yourself up to valor. That's cool. We got the power. We got the sword, man. We got the word of the Lord, man. That defeat all things, man. You know. So yeah, with that, call him like how Bashem, Yashar Bashem, Kakudash, and peace and salutations unto the elect. Shalom, shalom.